The Hidden Secret of God, The Bible Decoded by Neville Goddard, Volume 1. Edited and presented by Alio Publishing Group. Narrated by Alio Voices. Copyright 2023, Alio Publishing Group. Introduction. The truth, if it truly is true, will not run in fright from the slightest sight of questions offered by those earnestly seeking to confirm what is true. As of this writing, it is the year 2023, and the Holy Bible remains, after centuries, one of the most hotly debated texts. Every aspect of its existence, from the authentic author or authors of it to the meaning of its many messages, continue to act as a catalyst of controversy and contention among people across faiths and locations. Why hasn't a book that holds such weight and significance for mankind been definitively explained and made plain for the benefit of all? Why is it that a book containing the guidance and instructions from our very Creator to those that believe has been more often employed in the oppressing of populations rather than liberating them? It isn't an accident that the so-called most intelligent life form on Earth struggles the most with just existing. It doesn't have to be that way. Instead of causing further division, the Bible's words, when fully understood, can connect people. Confusion and doubt have no place in a room occupied by the truth. In The Hidden Secret of God, a series of lectures given in the mid-20th century by the late Neville Goddard, recognized today as one of the pioneers of the law of assumption concept, will clarify the deeper intent and meaning behind many biblical verses. In doing so, lines will be drawn between the literal and the figurative, the physical and the metaphysical, the allegory and the actual. As its editor, it is my earnest wish that by the end of this book, you will not only feel closer to the Creator, but to creation as well. And just to be perfectly clear, one does not have to consider themselves a Christian to be here. As long as life has existed, there has been that which is true. Truth predates religion, if we're being honest. To gain the most from this material, it is advised to approach it with the brilliant simplicity of a child. Children are generally explorative and inquisitive, which affords them a certain natural measure of genius that often dwindles as we progress into adulthood, an unfortunate side effect of the incessant reinforcement of contradictory indoctrination typically embedded in us without repose. As you progress through this collection of what may seem to be unorthodox teachings, take care to do so with an open mind that is able to apply practical critical thinking and willing to challenge mental comfort zones. The truth is frequently far more simple than we expect. Receive these words openly, but do not be reluctant to put them through the paces and under fire. Information gained ought to always be tested for its value. What remains is what you trust. What stays is what you retain. The Hidden Secret of God reveals truths that are not held back by some malevolent entity or organization of ill intent. Rather, it details truths that have been, quote, hidden, unquote, in plain sight, due to man's collective tendency to overlook the obvious, most often as a byproduct of blindly adopting untested information from others. I myself have faith in your power as a being bestowed with a conscious, reasoning mind to determine the potential validity of what's offered here. Put it through your own critical processes. Test, weigh, and finally, discern appropriately. In the words of the late Dr. Blair, there is no truth until you decide what truth is. Many mansions. You may be familiar with the subject from the 14th chapter of the book of John. Let not your hearts be troubled. Ye believe in God, believe also in me. In my Father's house are many mansions. Were it not so, would I have told you that I am going to prepare a place for you?
Sample complete. Ready to continue?